Hey, good evening. This is Jillian Lane here, and I know that normally I am speaking to my widowed people, my lovely, resilient widow warriors that you are. But today, actually, I have a little message, and I want to speak to my normies for just a couple of minutes tonight. And when I say normies, I am affectionately referring to those of you who have not experienced. Who have not experienced losing a spouse. And so I'm speaking to you because I just want you to know three things, okay? Three things to keep in mind when dating a widow. And I kind of wrote them down, I did write them down because I just didn't want to forget anything. And so please forgive me if you see me looking, down. It's just I wanted to make sure that, I said everything that I needed to say. So first and foremost, I want the normies to remember, number one, is that grief is an ongoing natural process. So just because we as the widowed, say that we are ready to date and want to date, that by no means means that we are, completely done grieving and there'll never be days where we'll be crying. We will have our good days and we will still have our bad days. And on those bad days, just kind of, to feel us out. Some people may want space. Some people may want support. And that may be a good thing for you to ask if you're dating a widow. Just, hey, how would you like me to handle your bad days or your not so good days? And we'll tell you exactly what we need. I promise you. And, there are also going to be times because of those bad days or because of times where we do grieve that, you may have the tendency to feel jealous or feel like you're in competition or, with the dead spouse and with our dead spouse. And I just want, to let you know that please stop it. Like, don't do that. I know it may be natural to feel that way, but please don't do that because number one, the human heart is capable of expanding exponentially and we could love very, very many people, in our lifetime. And the love that we felt for our spouse has no bearing on how we feel about you and the love that we can have with you. So please don't ever feel jealous. Second thing that I want you to know, as widowed, communication is going to be key, right? Be open and honest about your feelings. If you're like saying, okay, look, I don't know, why are you calling me 50 times a day to just make sure I'm okay? Well, I hope nobody's doing that. But if, you find that maybe the person you're dating is a little bit more clingy or a little bit more aloof or just have a conversation. Honestly, just have a conversation. We're strong people. We could take it. Like for real, if we could find a way back into the dating world after losing our spouse, we can take whatever, you could dish out, even if it's the fact that you're not interested in us. It happens. The only thing I would say is please don't ghost us. I mean, nobody deserves to be ghosted because frankly, it's a bitch cowardly move, but especially the widowed, because if we are brave enough and have done the work to get ourselves together to the place of dating and we venture out into that world, the last thing we need is to be ghosted. And there are so many dark humor jokes that I have for that, but I'm not going to go there right now. And lastly, last thing I want you to remember when dating a widow, we understand how short time is. We understand it. We take nothing for granted. And so therefore, we're not going to waste time, a lot of us, when it comes to a relationship, especially if we know what we want. If we're interested and you have shown us to, be a good person of good character, a lot of us are just going to want to jump right in because we don't want to play games because we know that life is short. And so therefore you might find, a widow wanting to move very fast. And if that's not your thing, then just let the widow know up front. But a lot of times we do this because we know how great it is to feel that genuine, deep love and have it reciprocated and just work together as a team, a partner, as a union. And a lot of us are sadly rushing to get back there. So, not all of us, but many of us are. Enough of us are. And that can sometimes present some of its own issues in and of itself. And just know that, you know, when you date a widow, you're also getting someone who understands the benefit of communication, and just, you know, that not everything's going to be great, and to kind of the ups and downs, and just to stick it out, and the resiliency. So, yeah, normies, that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight, because these are just 3 things. All right, there are many things, but these are just these 3 that I would like you to know. So, this is Jillian Lane from Widowed Rising, signing out, wishing you all love and light.